Aiden Ross, the Voice winner, worked a shift at the Raising Cane's branch across from Texas A&M University on Tuesday, trading the spotlight for chicken tenders. Before going back to Los Angeles, Ross stated he wanted to see his favorite local locations. "I'm prepared to consume some chicken," Ross remarked. "I adore this place so much." Ross is the latest in a long line of famous people who have worked shifts at Raising Cane's, including Chance the Rapper and Alex Caruso. Ross said he anticipated locals would turn out to support him and called the community's reaction surreal. "Since that's the type of community we have, I knew the community would turn up. The amount of love and support that I've received has been overwhelming," he said, "and it's still amazing to witness." The singer claimed that he has met new acquaintances who are familiar with him from the show and that he is still involved with the collegiate community. Ross sang 2 songs during his appearance: "Love in the Dark," his blind audition song from The Voice, and his own song "Love Her Anyway," which he recently released. Under the vivid red and white logo of a well-known fast food restaurant, something unexpected happened on a typical afternoon in College Station, Texas. As usual, the sound of trays clattering reverberated, students streamed in and out between classes, and the aroma of fresh chicken fingers permeated the air. However, on this specific day, a voice that millions of people instantly recognized softly broke the rhythm of daily life. The Voice winner, Aiden Ross, was more than simply a food server. He was charming, modest, and distinctly himself as he stood behind the counter in a Raising Cane's uniform. He had a moment to serve. The thought of a nationally renowned singing champion working a shift may have looked unreal to both fans and gullible consumers. However, it felt very natural to Aiden Ross. A trip back to the origins, Aiden Ross was just another young dreamer balancing music and employment before the lights, judges' chairs, and the loud cheers of American television viewers. College Station was an integral part of his personal history, not just a chance visit on his post-victory tour. He learned discipline, humility, and the importance of being on time, even when dreams seemed far off, in this village long before his name became popular on the internet. Known for its vibrant atmosphere and focus on community, Raising Cane's had been one of Aiden's first places of employment. Yes, the job paid the bills, but it also paid off in terms of character. There were early mornings after rehearsals, late shifts after open mic evenings, and innumerable times when he wondered if the dream was worth the hardship. Those memories were not erased by winning The Voice. Rather, it intensified them. Clocking in as a victor, curiosity swept across campus like wildfire when rumors quietly circulated that Aiden Ross would be working a shift at the College Station Raising Cane's location. Some thought it was a publicity gimmick. Others speculated that it might be a fleeting appearance consisting of handshakes, pictures, and a swift departure. They were mistaken. Aiden arrived early. As if no time had passed, he slipped back into the rhythm of the kitchen, knotted his apron, and called his coworkers by name. He laughed with the team, thanked customers, and took orders. There was no ostentatious entourage, no bodyguards hovering around. Just a Voice winner working honestly. That was the day's most impactful performance for many in attendance. When the dining room was overtaken by music, then suddenly, but at precisely the right moment, the ordinary became remarkable. Aiden moved away from the counter and grabbed up a guitar that was lying nearby as the noon throng began to grow. Talk slowed. Phones came out of pockets. The dining room fell silent. Then he began to sing. His voice, rich, emotive, and unmistakable, filled the room and reverberated off walls that had previously only been used to conversation and laughing. After performing a simple version of one of the songs that contributed to his triumph on The Voice, he gave a heartfelt performance that sent shivers down everyone's spine. Mid-bite, customers froze. Some dabbed at their tears. Others simply stood on chairs to get a better view. There were no fireworks or ornate lighting on this stage. It used to be a fast food restaurant, but authenticity turned it into something sacrosanct. Shock fans and social media madness videos of the performance quickly went viral on social media. Videos with the headline, "The Voice winner sings at Raising Cane's," quickly gained popularity on several platforms. Comments such as, "This is why we love him," flooded in from all across the world. "He wasn't changed by fame. Consider getting a private concert while ordering chicken." This moment, in the eyes of many supporters, spoke more about Aiden Ross than any trophy ever could. He opted for intimacy in a field where celebrity frequently fosters detachment. He went with grounding, even if fame tends to boost ego. An instruction for aspirants. Aiden did not vanish following the spontaneous performance. He went back to work and completed his shift with the same zeal he had displayed throughout the day. "This place believed in me before the world did," was his straightforward response when asked why he did it, why he returned, and why he performed here. That sentiment struck a profound chord, particularly with the college students who were observing him. Many of them were working at professions that felt transitory but necessary while pursuing their own goals in music, sports, business, and the arts. It was like being given permission to continue when someone who had made it returned with appreciation rather than conceit. Both verbally and non-verbally, Aiden made it very evident that success does not imply forgetting one's roots. It entails respecting it. Raising Cane's, not just a background. Raising Cane's has long positioned itself as a brand with roots in community, culture, and teamwork rather than just a restaurant. No advertising campaign could ever fully reaffirm that identity like Aiden's comeback did. Workers grinned proudly. Instead of referring to Aiden as a former employee who became famous, managers referred to him as one of ours. The incident turned into a real-life illustration of what happens when businesses invest in people rather than simply performance. For a single day, the College Station branch served inspiration in addition to food. Redefining the qualities of a winner, the uniqueness was the main emphasis of the following headlines. The Voice winner works at fast food restaurant. The underlying narrative, however, focused on redefining victory. Aiden Ross was recognized as one of the most talented musicians of his generation after winning The Voice. However, this modest, spontaneous appearance demonstrated a different type of victory, one based on connection, character, and thankfulness. Not every person receives a drop of confetti. Not all significant performances take place on a stage. The most impactful moments occasionally occur when humanity triumphs over fame. What will happen to Aiden Ross next? Aiden Ross's future appears to be bright, with new songs on the horizon, a rising fan base, and business chances coming up. But if this time in College Station taught us anything, it's that his compass will always be the same, regardless of how far his career leads him. His voice is no longer the only thing that fans follow. They are adhering to his principles, and it may be the most enduring legacy of all. A typical day, transformed into a legend. The story continued long after the last dish had been cleared and the doors had been shut for the evening. Clients would claim to have been there when it happened to their pals. When a coworker became a legend without behaving like one, employees would remember the shift. Aiden Ross generously provided authenticity in a culture that was ravenous for it, serving it next to Cane's sauce and chicken fingers. Greatness doesn't always make an extravagant display to promote itself. At times, it silently clocks in, sings from the heart, and serves as a reminder to everyone in attendance that humility, thankfulness, and the fortitude to remain true to oneself are just as important as talent when building ambitions.